Hello everyone, this is methlokaiju and I'm back with another speculation video. Obviously speculation for Godzilla versus Kong. And before I get into the video, I do want to give a well-deserved shout out to Cameron136 on Instagram. Please go give him a follow and like his content. It's CAMRON136. Please go give him a follow because he made this image right here. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Well, he made it. So thank you so much, Cameron136, if you're watching this video. Thank you so much. He also made other images for me. I didn't even ask for them whatsoever. He didn't even want a shout out, or he didn't even ask for a shout out. But I mean, this guy's awesome. Okay, so please go give him a follow. I will be showing his other images that he gave to me and made for me in other videos and stuff of the sort. So thank you so much, Cameron. So let's begin with the video. So in this speculation video, I'll be discussing whether Godzilla vs. Kong should delay to a different release date, whether that be December or maybe even 2021, which would be pretty disappointing, but I think it is very possible, so we're going to get into that in this video. So first off, some little breaking news, I guess, is that Disney's, or it's technically Pixar's, but Pixar is basically owned by Disney essentially, Soul was delayed to November 20th, 2020, which is the exact date that Godzilla vs. Kong will be releasing. Along with this, Raya and the Last Dragon was delayed to 2021, essentially making Raya getting replaced by Soul. The interesting thing though this time around is that while Raya was releasing a week after Godzilla vs. Kong, Soul is releasing the same day as Godzilla vs. Kong, which, as I already mentioned, is rather concerning. So I'll get into the competition and all that kind of stuff later on. And on a similar note, Legendary has finally begun to do marketing and even has a banner teasing Dune, not Godzilla vs. Kong, Dune, which releases December 2020, or in other words, after Godzilla vs. Kong. This is potentially concerning, but it's possible Legendary just wants to get something out there for Dune since there's been nothing so far, unlike Godzilla vs. Kong, which I at least had a clip of it shown at a convention. We also have the figures, so I guess that's possible, but I don't know. It's a little bit odd that Legendary is promoting Dune already, even though it's just one image, but you know, still. So with that all being said, here's a competition that Godzilla vs. Kong will face if it keeps the November 20th, 2020 release date. So first off, we have Black Widow, which releases November 6th, which is 2 weeks before Godzilla vs. Kong. Second, we have Soul, which releases the same day as Godzilla vs. Kong, as previously mentioned. And finally, we have No Time to Die, which is the new Bond movie, which releases November 25th, which is 5 days after Godzilla vs. Kong, due to it being released for the Thanksgiving extended weekend. So, 3 movies it has to compete with, and let's just analyze the competition real quick. So first off, we have Black Widow. So very hyped movie, and obviously it's part of the MCU and the kickstart of the new phase, which I believe is phase 4 if I recall correctly. So yeah, very hyped. There's lots of buzz. It doesn't precede nor succeed an Avengers movie, and coupled with the fact that marketing for the film has essentially already finished, the chances of a Black Panther type box office, which is like 1.5 billion or something of the sorts, are relatively low, but it is still a fan favorite known character with lots of buzz, so I do expect the film to do very well, but not pose a big threat to Godzilla vs. Kong, just because there's a 2-week time gap between Black Widow and Godzilla vs. Kong. I do expect Black Widow to make, like, I don't know, 600 million, 700 million, something of the sort, very, very well, but again, that time gap is very essential and very good for Godzilla vs. Kong. So second competition is Soul. So this is a new product similar to Onwards, a film that, even though it had Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, only grossed approximately 40 million in its opening weekend. Despite that, Soul will certainly steal the family and kids crowds that would have possibly gone to Godzilla vs. Kong, as well as steal Dolby screens. So considering all that, I do see Soul as a threat and potentially grossing over $50 million, but not a major one as some have postulated. But either way, Soul, pretty big threat for now, okay? We'll see what happens. And the final one is No Time to Die, which is the Bond movie. I think this is possibly the biggest threat to Godzilla vs. Kong. It will definitely siphon the action and even family crowd from Godzilla vs. Kong, as well as IMAX screens, which are essential for a movie like Godzilla vs. Kong. The past yet current Bond movies have grossed well above 800 million. So No Time to Die is no joke whatsoever. Nonetheless, for one, the gap between No Time to Die and its previous installment is 5 years, which is greater than the 3-year gap of the other recent installments. And as we know, 5 years is enough to make the sequel actually do much worse. Case in point, Godzilla King of the Monsters and even the Lego Movie sequel. So it could happen to No Time to Die as well, possibly. And second, marketing for No Time to Die has essentially been completed. Okay, there's literally TV spots, I believe. Maybe that was Black Widow, but I think there may be some TV spots for No Time to Die already. So that is pretty bad for No Time to Die, which means whenever No Time to Die actually does get released, the hype will essentially be like completely destroyed and obliterated by that time. Possibly, potentially. Overall, it will be very, very tough and big competition, and could gross up to $600 million. That's what my prediction is, so we'll see. With that all being said, I think it would be smart if Godzilla vs. Kong was delayed, possibly to December, replacing Dune's spot, with Dune being released in 2021 or something of the sort. Although some may say that there's no way Legendary would move Dune. I don't know why they really say that, to be honest. I mean, Dune is a bit more of an obscure genre. They could still theoretically delay Dune a bit, okay? Because it's not like a lot of people know what Dune is in the first place. They don't even know a movie's being, created at all. So they could delay it to 2021, and I don't really think many people will really care, except for the Dune fan base, which I assume is relatively small, similar to the Godzilla fan base. So they could delay it to December. I think that'll be pretty smart. Or they could delay Godzilla vs. Kong to 2021 if Legendary is really hesitant on not moving Dune whatsoever. So if it's 2021, I don't know where they could put it. Maybe like March or May or something. I don't know. But Matrix 4, I believe, is coming out then. Batman's coming out then. But these movies, the productions are basically completely stalled. So maybe they don't get released then and instead get delayed. I don't know. It's all really confusing at this point. And if they do move it to 2021, I wouldn't be surprised, but I just wouldn't know the exact dates, when and where. With that all being said, Godzilla vs. Kong keeping its release date is extremely risky, but no matter what, it will face competition one way or another. So if it does stick it out, then that's fine for me, although I'll be quite concerned. Hopefully Legendary is smart in the decision making this time around, because Legendary made 2 very bad decisions for King of the Monsters, which led to it not flopping, but severely underperforming, nearly to flop status. Okay, first was that the marketing was just terrible. Okay, the first trailer was amazing and all that kind of stuff, right? But I'm saying the timing of it was horrendous. That's the first thing, which hopefully they might fix for Godzilla vs. Kong, thankfully. So that's the first thing. And second, moving Godzilla vs. Kong from its March release date to the summer. And, they basically had the idea, oh, it can compete with movies such as Aladdin, such as Toy Story, such as Lion King, such as, what other movies was there at that time? I'm not exactly sure. I kind of forgot. I think Infinity War also affected the box office for King of the Monsters, not directly, but indirectly, by basically siphoning a ton of money from everybody, making everybody in the general audience no longer want to see movies because they already got filled up with their movie craze. I think that also led to King of the Monsters not flopping, but underperforming. So they made those 2 big decisions that were basically pretty bad. Okay, so hopefully Legendary does not make those 2 bad decisions again this time around, and if they stick with that release date, they could potentially face the latter point I made. Possibly, I don't know. We'll see. I just hope for the best for Godzilla vs. Kong. We'll see. Personally, the chances of it being delayed to any other date besides, or actually just any other date in general, I would say is a 50-50 for the moment. So we'll see what happens, I guess. So that's all for this video. Please tell me in the comments below, do you believe that Godzilla vs. Kong should get delayed, given that it has to deal with Soul, Black Widow, and No Time to Die, or should it just stick it in? Do you think, yes, Godzilla vs. Kong can coexist with those other movies and will be able to perform relatively well with its original release date of November 20th, 2020, or current release date of November 20th, 2020? Tell me down in the comments below. So that's all for this video. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.